Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons and our college football 25 dynasty as we are getting ready to kick off season number 3, starting out at home against Rocket City, the FCS Spacemen, basically, is what they are, as this is going to be a Saturday night primetime game, so we are coming out with our blackout jerseys to get this season underway. And it should be a good one as we're poised for greatness coming off an American Conference Championship. So welcome back to those of you who are returning, and welcome to those of you who are new to Champion Sons and all of our college football content. Now, looking at our recruiting, from the last time in the last offseason episode with who we've added on, we've got 8 recruits. We have used all our points on them, or hours. I mean, granted, we only have 500, so it's not that much. But it's one of those things that we still need to kind of push forward with and make sure to use. But no real changes in that realm so far coming into week number 1. Now, what has changed is our offense and our running back. Ragsdale has graduated, so Zach Evans has taken the lead, and he's looking to make a permanent statement right there, with a good kind of run on that one, pick up a 1st and 10 after a gain of about 11 yards. Now at the 38-yard line, we're going to be in a shotgun 4 wide. Wilkes has a snap, fires it over the middle. He hits Sides, makes one cut, and Sides has got space, and he's got the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Put the crown on him now, Landon Sides says. He's the king of receivers, as he made that catch, and then it was just pure speed. And if we can get him in open space, his speed, I think, is like a 98 rating. So if we can get him into open space, we are going to have an opportunity to score a lot of points with him. That's just making sure he has that step and running a proper route against a good defense. So that gives us an early lead here, and some defensive stops, gives us the ball back with a good position. Here at the 25-yard line, Wilkes is in a shotgun, has the snap, drops it off to Costello on the left side. Gets hit, pushing forward, though. Rob Costello picks up good yardage. He was one of our tight end recruits that we really did heavily hit on, because he can play a major role in this offense if we use him correctly. And he picks up a good first down. Wilkes, 9-9 for 16 yards. Comes out with the 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 14. 3 receivers to the left. Has the snap. Wilkes, he's going to take off himself. He's got a lane. He's got the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. A lane opened up over the middle. Wilkes took off on it, as a little bit pressure was coming, but Wilkes stayed poised, knew when to run, and made his move and makes the most of it, pushing that thing into the end zone. And that's going to give us a 2-score lead here early in this one. And what a good play. Wilkes, that's why we brought him in. He was a 4-star recruit that could scramble. We knew that, and we wanted to try to take advantage of it, and it's starting to pay some dividends. Now our defense is out there on the field trying to handle this triple option offense that Rocket City's running, as they hand that one off to pick up about 6 yards right at the middle to make it 2nd and 4. Going to be under center in that wing formation once again. They had the snap. Hit by Smith, and he fumbles, and Langley scoops it up. And that's going to be a turnover and a Mean Green possession right there. Keith Smith came flying off over the center right there, got right past him. And in reality, on that option keeper, the quarterback probably should have handed that one off. But, I mean, you got to make that decision so quick. And with someone like Keith Smith bearing down on you, odds are you're going to make the wrong choice. And he did. And Langley pays the benefits for it. Now, we did add a field goal on that possession, and so here we come out after forcing another punt with 1.5 minutes remaining in the first half, as we drop off that pass by the sideline to pick up 7 yards as Rocket City gets injured. Now, Ladler, the Rocket City quarterback, is just 4 of 7 on the day, so our defense has done a really good job of keeping their offense limited, and then our offense has kept them off the field. Now on 2nd and 3, we're aiming it deep down the left side for Sides. He's got it, and he's going to score again. Touchdown, Mean Green. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Firing that one deep down the left side, figuring if we could get a little bit of space, ran that streak pattern right down the sideline. Now, they weren't up close. They were playing off of them, but, man, you're going to go toe-to-toe with Sides in a sprint race, you're going to lose. And Sides does, and Wilkes has got the arm strength to hit him as he just lofts that one up, and that's going to give us an extended lead and really lead to a big win. We would put our backup quarterback, or pretty much almost all of our backups in most of the way through the second or third quarter. So we had a good performance, a good showing by our offense. I'm glad to see that what we were able to do out there. But, I mean, once again, it's an FCS team. Now, we play them because we have a tough opponent next week, and I really wanted to try to figure out what we're going to be able to do with our offense. How are we going to stretch out some of these plays? How are we going to use some of our players that are new spots to their fullest ability, whether it's Carnes, Sides, Costello, Young, Zach Evans in the running back field, or even on the defensive side with Keith Smith, Langley, Callaway, and so forth. So we got a pretty good feel for that in week 1. Now, here coming into week 2, we are traveling to Austin. About 20 years ago, the Mean Green almost beat the Longhorns in Austin. If it wasn't for a non-called pass interference, Mean Green probably would have beat the Longhorns in Austin. But that's past. We're trying to rewrite that and create a brand new future for us there in Denton. And it's going to start with actually trying to get a win here in Austin. Now, our defense has a tough task trying to handle Arch Manning as he hands that one off to Weisner going to the right side. Finds a little gap in the little hole opening and picks up 5 yards. And this offense, I expected them to come out and throw it more, but they do a lot of running with Weisner, and I think that actually limits them because Arch is a hell of a thrower in this game. He's got like 96 throw power, great deep accuracy. But they run that one again to Weisner as our defense comes up with the big play. Florence Phillips, he's been a beast up the middle for us when he's in there, and he makes another great one right there. So 3rd and 7 now, as the Longhorns are going to be in a shotgun formation. Send a man in motion. Has the snap. Hand that one off, going to the right side once again. Weisner's got a gap opening, and he takes it to the outside. Probably could have gotten more yards had he gone inside, but he swings it out wide. Still gets the first down. And Longhorns keep possession. This is their opening drive. They've had it for almost 6 minutes as they hand that one off as Weisner cuts back, and he's going to be brought down by Goodson. Read the cutback beautifully. Dante Goodson comes up with a big-time stop. So 2nd and 10, Manning in a shotgun. Looks like why is the guy in a 3-point stance in the slot on the left side? Nobody knows. As they hand it off to Weisner, going to the right, and he's going to be wrangled down behind the line by Brian Greer, one of our young linebackers that we recruited early on in this series. So 3rd and 9, Manning staying in the shotgun. 3 wide set. Wing goes in the slot left. Send a man in motion. Has a snap. Hands it off going to the left side. Nowhere really for him to go. He broke a couple tackles but didn't have any space available in front of him. Now that would lead to a field goal, and then we'd hold them to one more field goal. So we do find ourselves trailing 6-0 here in the second quarter, but our defense has been doing an incredibly good job for the most part. Right, they got a big stop right there. We just need to have one of those plays that can change the feel of a game. And then we're going to have to try to pull that out on defense. So Arch sends a man in motion. Hands off to Weisner going to the left side. He gets hit, stood up, and he's going to fumble. And the Mean Green jump on it. What a play by this defense as they handed it off to Weisner, and he got hit by the first guy. It looked like Goodson or Tuck. One of them come flying through. As they put a good hit on him, but then between all the other linebackers flying in there, Weslowski ends up being the one to knock it loose, and we do jump on it. So now our offense has got good field position. 8 minutes ago in the second quarter, trailing 6-0. We fire that one over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted immediately, and here they come right back. Wilkes tries to make the tackle, unable to do so. Staying in bounds gives other guys enough time. As we hit Jelani McDonald out of bounds, the senior safety read that one all the way. So now the Longhorns are set up in better field position. As they hand that one off to Weisner up the middle, makes a cut, hit, and brought down. Tuck, great job making sure not to get tied up in that block. Fantastic play by Tuck on that one. And that's going to make it 2nd and 1. As the Longhorns are on the move after that interception, Quick throw out to the right side. He has it down the sideline, breaking off one tackle. And finally, Callaway brings him down. Looks like Goodson went for the big hit, unable to stop him. And Callaway comes through to clean that mess up. Now, I don't know if you saw that graphic. Wilkes, our quarterback, is 3 of 5 for 14 yards. It's been a rough day on offense. But our defense has been playing tough. And we force another fumble. And Anderson jumps on it. Wisner having ball control problems. But he got blasted by Kyle Tuck. He had the hole open. Kyle Tuck was right there. And he got blasted. And he fumbled it, and we jumped on top of it. So here comes our offense. Basically backed up against our own end zone, and Wilkes held on a little long for that one. But he does get rid of the ball. Almost taking a safety, just not quite. Staying in the shotgun formation. This time we got 2 receivers set. 2 tight ends. Wilkes has the snap. Pressure comes. He drops it off to Young, who gets hit and brought down. Pressure came flying through way too easy. Looked like he wasn't even blocked on that play. And that's going to make it 3rd and 5. Here's 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 5 from the 11. Wilkes in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. Has the snap. Fires it over. He's going to hit Carnes, but there is a flag. And it's showing our offensive lineman. So, yeah, it's going to be a holding penalty. So, holding on Desmond Magaya. Magaya, what are you doing, man? You're supposed to be my guy. As he gets the holding call, that knocks us back down to the 5-yard line. Wilkes on 3rd and 11. Drops back, fires it deep down the left side. Sides has a step. Sides has the ball. And Landon Sides has a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. 95 yards away. Throw it up and let him go get it. Landon Sides. What a play that was. As he had, I've said it before, you give the kid a step, he's going to take 2 of them. You give him an inch, he's going to take a yard. And with his feet in his own end zone, Wilkes planted him firmly as pressure was bearing down on him. And he fires that one deep down the sideline, and Sides makes that catch. And the Longhorns don't even want us to see that replay. They put the damn field goal post in our way. So now after forcing a punt, we're on the move once again. Momentum is swinging our direction. This stadium pulse in Austin is really diminishing. We lead 7-6 with about 1:20 to go here in the second quarter. Looking to try to make something happen here and extend our lead. Evans takes a handoff up the middle, and unlike Wisner, he holds on to it and gets brought down at the 3-yard line. No fumble for him so far, sir. Looking at the time of possession disparity, 21 minutes for the Longhorns to 7:45 for the Mean Green. That's a tough little thing to try to overcome, but we've got to do it. 1st and goal, Wilkes. From the shotgun, 5 wide, set, under a minute to go now. Has it, he's going to take off, he's got space. Wilkes takes it in himself. Touchdown, Mean Green. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Just like his first touchdown he ever scored in his career was here in Austin. On the ground, running it, scrambling to his right then. He did it just now, and the result is the same. Another touchdown. Tony Wilkes, scrambler extraordinaire. That's why we brought him here, I tell you. As he takes that one into the end zone to extend our lead. Now we're going to advance on up to the end of the third quarter as we now lead 20-6. We added on a couple field goals. And now we're going to add on a fumble, and why not? Wilkes fumbles it, scooped up by Simmons. And this goes from a 2-point ball game to a 1-score ball game. Not 2-point, 2-score ball game to a 1-score ball game. As they scoop that one up. And that's real disappointing. Right at the end of the third quarter, we had 2 touchdown lead. Now it's only 1. And that's one thing you don't want to have happen is have those cannons firing in Austin. That's going to get this crowd fired back up. As Wilkes never really fumbled last season. It's not something he normally has a problem with. But he let that one go today, and we got punished for it. So now later in the fourth quarter, after our offense has lost momentum, our defense has done a good job, but you can only hold on for so long. Against a team like Austin, we've got our backs against the wall. We're bending, trying to not break. Arch Manning, 24 of 31 for 230 yards as he tries to continue a drive down the field. They have a shotgun inside the red zone now at the 17. Arch drops back, fires it to the left side. He hits Wingo in the corner of the end zone, right at the pylon. What a throw and catch. I got to give them credit on that one. I don't know how Arch managed to hit that throw. I really don't know, but he did. He pulled it off with pressure coming down on him. Homewood was bearing down on Arch. He just stood tall and fired that one in there to get the score tied. Now our offense has been struggling, and so we will take it to overtime. There's a picture of the overtime rules for those of y'all who need a refresher about offense, defense from the 25, touchdown. Got to go for 2 on the second, and then just straight up 2-point conversions starting in the third overtime, but that's not what I want to get into. If we're going to beat these Longhorns in overtime, it has to happen right now. We cannot get into an overtime shootout against this team because we will lose if that happens. We have to make our stand at this moment. No 6 overtime game today. We've got to do it in just 1. Now, Longhorns did win it, and they will go on defense first. So here we come out on offense needing to make a statement. Wilkes, 1st and 10 from the 25. Going to be 5 wide set. Has the snap. Pocket holds. Fires it over the middle. He's got Aaron towards the corner, and he's in. Jeremiah Aaron. Touchdown, Mean Green. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Aaron is one of our senior receivers who doesn't get a whole lot of playing time except from these 5 wide sets. And he comes up big time. We got the throw to him, and a good job by Wilkes to not shift around. That kept their little linebacker spy in position. And he fired that one in there to Aaron, who did pure individual effort to get into that corner pylon right there. So now here comes Manning firing up on their 1st and 10 in their turn, and that one gets dropped by their tight end, a rare drop seen. As we come out 2nd and 10, Manning in a shotgun formation has a snap. We bring a blitz, fires it to the left side, hit and brought down early, but they do make the completion. Manning thrown for 255 yards today. It has been a tough go, but he's been fairly solid. So Manning on 3rd and 5 throws that to the right side. It's going to be intercepted by Starling. Put this one in the books. Rewrite history, ladies and gentlemen. A new chapter in Mean Green football as we have just taken out the Longhorns in overtime in Austin. The one thing we really needed to do, I think, to kind of show our team is taking the right steps forward as we take out the Mean Green in overtime. Or not the Mean Green, we take out Austin in overtime. The Mean Green came into town on the road. Wilkes, having played here last year, knowing this is not the same team that was last season, they started out number 25 in the country, I think. They've been steadily kind of dropping for unknown reasons, not sure why. But we knew our ratings, if you look at our overall offense, defense, we were close enough that this was going to be a game. And we stepped up big time to make it one. As we come through with probably one of the biggest wins in North Texas history, taking out the Longhorns in Austin. And that is pure momentum. And what do you do when you got momentum on your side? When you've captured it, you have to carry through. We've brought that momentum back here to Denton, to our home stadium, to Apogee Stadium. Well, I guess it's DATCU now. It used to be Apogee when I went there, and that's when actually, I don't even know if it was that when I went there. But that's what it was before DATFCU. DATFCU. I think it's just DATCU. But now that's what it is, and we've got momentum there, and we're carrying it with us, ladies and gentlemen, as we take on Northwestern out of the Big Ten. Those of you who followed our series before, Northwestern is where we were at. We took them to 2 Big Ten title games and effectively lost them both. But that's not the point. Here we are out trying to beat them on one of our old schools, one of our old, home places, Northwestern. They've come to our new home, and they're not really welcome guest here. And Braxton Myers shows them up first play. First on the defense as he steps in front of that one and gets the interception. They were on the move. Our offense is now going to have a shot. Wilkes in the shotgun, 3 wide, Play action. Has the snap, fires it deep down the left middle, and it's going to be caught by Sides. Touchdown, Mean Green. This is a dangerous duo, Sides and Wilkes. He throws it up, Sides catches it. And that's all he really had to do on that one. The play action held the defense. The pocket was perfectly clean, and he just threw it up. I couldn't even tell where he was throwing it to. He just dropped it down the middle of the field, said, here, go get it. And Sides, obviously with enough speed to outrun just about anybody in college football, he does go up to take that one, and that gives us an early lead in the first quarter. Now about a quarter later here in the second, 9 minutes remaining, Wilkes, he's going to take off running down the right side. He had nowhere to throw it, cuts back, and gets brought down at about the 2-yard line. He was on the move, didn't want to go out of bounds because it's brought down at the 2. So heavy set formation is where we're going, 6 feet away. Play action. Wilkes drops that one off to our fullback, and that's going to be a touchdown, Mean Green, but there's a flag. If anybody's pretty good at shooting themselves in the foot, I will admit we do a fairly decent job of that. Johnny Dixon gets called for the hold. Oh, that's painful to see. So that's going to push us back to the 12. First and goal, though. We've still got multiple shots at it. Hand that one off, going to the left side. Evans misread the hold. And a good job by the defensive line there to actually push some of our offensive blockers backwards. So we can't, it's not completely on Evans. That was a decent play there by the Wildcat defense. Second and goal now. Wilkes takes off up the middle. Nowhere really to go with it. Sides was coming across, but even with those gaps, I didn't feel comfortable enough to make the throw. So we tried to scramble. Nowhere to go. Third and goal from the 12. Wilkes on the snap throws it into the left corner, and that one's going to fall incomplete. Double coverage was there. We threw it far enough out of bounds. I wasn't worried about it being intercepted. So that does lead to a field goal opportunity as we put the boot to the ball, and it goes right through the middle. And that's going to be a 2-score lead now here in the second quarter, leading 10-0, which is always good to see. It's what you want to have happen. Get a multiple score lead going early on in the game, and that really kind of opens up our ability on offense and defense to really make plays. Now, after forcing a punt, we find ourselves here with possession of the ball at our own 34, handing that one off to Evans up the middle. Makes some smooth little moves, and he picks up some decent yardage to get down to the 40. Now, we did have a penalty on first down, so that makes it 2nd and 11 now. As Wilkes has the snap, throws it over to Young, who's going to get hit and brought down there after about a 5-yard gain. So 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. We do lead 10-0. Wilkes staying in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Has the snap. Stands in, fires it over the middle. He's got Sides. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Once Wilkes saw the 2 safeties split open, once they split out, left the middle of the field open, Sides going on that post route, all Wilkes had to do is make sure he dropped in enough space so, the defender couldn't undercut it. And really that was the perfect part of the throw, is he gave Sides enough space to run under without it being able to be undercut by a defender. And then once he made the catch, no one was going to get him. Nobody was. We all knew that. So great play there by the offense. That's going to extend our lead. Now, the Wildcats would fight back there in the final minute, scoring a touchdown in the final minute of halftime because that's what the computer does. And so it's 17-7. Now they're trying to make this thing a 1-score ball game here as they are on the move in the second half. Just under 10 minutes ago in the third quarter, we bring a blitz. They drop that one off to their tight end, but he's got nowhere to go. Picks up only a few yards, and that's going to make it 4th and 5. So here they're looking about a 44-yard field goal as they get this one lined up. The snap, the hold, and it's going to be blocked by Myers. He got the interception. Now he's got the block. Myers is having a hell of a day. This Northwestern team is struggling as they are still going to remain 2 scores down after that one. So here we come back after that blocked field goal by Myers, and our offense trying to take advantage. We have the snap. Pressure comes from behind, unblocked, and that's going to bring us down for a sack. Not even Wilkes could get away from Williams on that one. So 3rd and 15, going to have them 4 wide set, 3 receivers to the right side. Has the snap. Wilkes in the pocket. He's going to take off himself. He's got space, and he's hit and brought down. Looks like he tried to slide, but did it a little too late, and so he took quite a shot. Tony Wilkes now. After that run gets us to the 20-yard line, and that's going to be 1st and 10, 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Wilkes, he's got space. He's got Zach Evans on the wheel route. Touchdown, Mean Green. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Zach Evans coming out on that wheel route. You rarely see him have that kind of space open. And he's not really seen in the passing game all that much outside of a screen pass. But he had some space, and Wilkes did a great job of finding him. As that gives us a big-time play and extends our lead now to 24-7. But the Wildcats, not wanting to go away, comes back at us, firing that one over the middle. And thankfully, we knocked that one incomplete. Looked like Bryce came up with a hit. So 3rd and 3 now in the pistol formation. 2 receivers to the right. Play action. Pressure starts to get there. He throws it to the end zone, and that's going to be intercepted by Taylor Starling as he leapt up to get in the way of that one. And a great play by the defense to turn away that Wildcat offense. So here comes our offense back after losing 4 yards on the 1st and 10 play. We have a 2nd and 14. Wilkes drops back, and there's that screen pass we mentioned before. Evans makes a cut, breaks off a tackle. Evans has got space. And are you kidding me? He's at the 20. He's going to get touchdown number 2. Zach Evans goes flying into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Zach Evans on the screen pass. Made that jump little cut that got him the space. And then really, I don't think that linebacker had any chance to bring him down. The senior running back coming out of the backfield. Great job by Wilkes to drop that off when he did. You know, half a second later, he's being sacked, and that thing probably falls incomplete, or it does go down with him. So that's going to give us a major lead, and we would extend it even more with our backups. We led 31-7 at that point. Put the backups in. They drove down the field unstoppable and scored 21 more. So we do lead. We do end up winning 52-7 in this game, and our offense is really set up, I think, to do some great things over this season. Our defense is also, we've held some teams to very minimal points. Rocket City only got 13. Longhorns only got 20. Northwestern only gets 7. We've got a full, complete team, and I think we're ready to take that step this season. We just have to see how the rest of these games fold out. We're 3-0. We're starting to get some guys to commit, and we've got a big rivalry game to get next episode kicked off. So on that note, this is where I will leave y'all, everybody. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, definitely go ahead and do so. And if you did like today's video, give us a thumbs up. But outside of that, I will see y'all in the next episode, taking on Top 15 SMU in their house. It should be a good one. But until then, everybody, stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.